Those visible gaps in a bridge are not cracks left by poor construction. They are expansion joints, controlled breaks that give the structure room to move as temperature, traffic, and the bridge's own materials change its length. A bridge may look completely rigid, but it is never perfectly still. When concrete and steel warm up, they expand. When they cool, they contract. Across a long bridge, many tiny changes add together, so the deck can move by several inches between cold and hot conditions. Without enough room, that movement would be restrained. The expanding deck would push against the abutments, nearby spans, and other fixed parts of the structure. Those forces could cause cracking, distortion, or damage. The gap prevents that by giving the bridge a planned place to grow and shrink. But drivers cannot simply cross an open slot in the roadway. That is why the gap is covered by an expansion joint system. On some bridges, you see comb-like steel fingers. The fingers overlap across the opening, creating a surface for tires while still allowing the two sides to move closer together or farther apart. Think of two hands with their fingers pointing toward each other. The fingers can slide between one another without losing the connection across the middle. A finger joint works in a similar way. The roadway remains passable, but the opening underneath can change width. The joint is only the visible part of the movement system. Beneath the bridge deck are bearings that transfer the bridge's weight to the piers and abutments. Some bearings are made with layers of elastomer, a strong rubber-like material. They are stiff enough to support heavy vertical loads, but flexible enough to deform in shear as the deck moves. The bridge does not float freely or slide without control. Its bearings are designed to permit specific movements and rotations while still holding the structure in its intended position. That familiar thump when your tires cross a joint is therefore not proof that the bridge is splitting apart. It is the point where a moving bridge deck meets a carefully designed connection. So the visible gap is there because engineers expect the bridge to move. The joint gives that movement somewhere safe to happen, while the steel surface above and the bearings below keep the bridge supported and the road usable.